One minor brush of the hand, and the bombs are scattered everywhere. Wonderful. Good move, Slick. Well, good evening, Glue Troopers, and it's been a busy day. I got the Shinden finished, and I really like this kit. Dual thumbs up. It's on the shelf now in front of Godzilla because it's considered part of the Godzilla canon now that the new movie came out where they use it. And it's just a great kit all the way around. My only lament is that it does not have a pilot in a sitting position. They only have him in a standing position. It's cool. I managed to find one, but looks great on the shelf. Came out okay, easy to build, no complaints. I also managed to finish off the catapult that was given to me. This was 3D printed, and it was originally for the SOC Seagull. So since I already had correct scale Seagull, it now has a place of honor on the display here in my office atop my desk, up there with a lot of the other 1/72nd scale World War II aircraft. And it looks good. It was really nice. I want to thank the Glue Trooper that sent that to me. More or less finished off the Ace Hobby Skyhawk A4. I got into detailing today. Still have a few little things to do, mainly get the engine exhaust done. But the decals, for as old as this kit was, and it was made in the 80s, are actually pretty good. They didn't really give me much argument. It had a little bit of breakage, but they didn't fall apart and they didn't wrinkle up on me. Unfortunately, as you saw earlier, I had all the bombs in the box and just managed to nick it with my elbow, and it catapulted them across the room. So I recovered all but one or two, but so he's carrying a lighter bomb load, no biggie. But what was interesting is that apparently all the markings are, you might say, mixed up from different squadrons, and the box art does not match the decal directions. It has fairly detailed directions on where the decals are going to go. If you make Navy or Marine version, I decided to go with the Marine Corps. But it's a mix on the box art. It has Navy numbers with Marine Corps markings, and they don't align with what is on the instruction sheet for either one. And to make matters worse, apparently they've got their squadrons mixed up. The Black Sheep were VMA 214, and from the famous VMF, Marine Corps Fighter Squadron 214 of World War II, it later became an attack squadron. And that didn't make any sense, and I started doing some digging, and down the rabbit hole I go. It turns out there never was a VMA 114. There was a VMF 114, but they flew the Skyray, and they were a VMF AW, all-weather, Marine Corps Heavier Than Air Fighter Squadron, all-weather. And the last thing they flew was a Skyray before they were disbanded in 1963. So there is no VMA 114. I don't know why they gave a bogus number, research mistake, or maybe they just, I have absolutely no idea. And it was, and just to add insult to injury, the squadron logo they gave of the Sylvester the Cat actually belonged to VMA 311. And but here's where it gets weird. Here we are down the rabbit hole. VMA 214, the Black Sheep, does use the Whiskey Echo letters on the tail. So that was correct. But the tail flash is completely different. And of course, they've got the wrong number. The tail flash on VMA 311 is fairly close to what's on the box. It has some yellow in it, but that may have just been something they did temporarily, or maybe just a mistake. But they're the ones that have this Sylvester the Cat squadron marking on the side of the fuselage. So I don't know how the wires got crossed, the artist got mixed up or whatever, but if you want to use the markings that are in the box, then you can do it, but you'll have to just change the number somehow to VMF 214 to make it the Black Sheep, and you'll have to create your own tail flash. If you want to use the squadron logos that are in the box, then you'll have to change it to VMA 311, which has different tail letters. But it's just not right. It's just that simple. So Anyway, if these are the things that are going wrong in your life, you're doing okay. And also, I went to Hurricane Hobbies and used that $50 gift certificate. And I bought supplies with it, including this clamp, which is only $3.99. And it is interesting. It's not only cheaper than the other clamps, but it uses rubber bands for tension, so you can add or subtract rubber bands depending on how much tension you want to put on there. So that's pretty cool, and I needed another clamp. And of course, making slow but steady progress on the Douglas World Cruisers. Well, that's it for tonight, guys. I hope you're all doing well. Take care of yourselves, and as always, model on.